Now we'll continue with Act 3, Scene 2. Previously we had seen that Portia had asked all the others to leave the room and Bassanio is about to choose from the caskets. And we see that there are the musicians to play music, and Portia, she says, as Bassanio walks towards the casket, he's walking to the boxes now, and Portia says that he looks dignified as Hercules did when he saved the princess Hesione from the sea monster. And what does she say? Now he goes with no less presence but with much more love than young Alcides when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy to the sea monster. So now she is here referring to Hercules and Hesione. Now, I hope you know who is Hercules. Hercules, as I told you earlier, is a Roman hero and god. Hercules is the son of Zeus, who is king of gods. And he was born a demigod, and he had lots of incredible strength and stamina. And according to Greek mythology, the name Hesione, it refers to the Trojan princess. It is said that she was the daughter of King Laomedon of Troy, and when Hercules went to Troy, he found it in a state of crisis. Why was this crisis? Because King Laomedon had cheated Poseidon and Apollo by not giving them payments, or by failing to pay them for building the walls. This is the story about Hercules and Hesione. And for punishment, what did Poseidon do? He sent a large sea monster who would only be appeased by devouring the princess. And who is the princess? Princess is Hesione. So what did Hercules do? Hercules, he bravely killed the sea monster by allowing himself to be swallowed by the monster, and whom he then killed from the inside. So this is the story about Hercules and Hesione, which Portia is referring to in these lines. So now Portia says that Bassanio looks like Hercules, but he loves me more than Hercules loved the princess. And she says, I'll play Hesione, and everyone else will be the bystanders, watching with tear-streaked faces. And we have to come out to see what will happen. What will happen means now Bassanio is about to choose the casket. So she tells Bassanio, go Hercules, if you survive, I will live. I am anxiously watching you in the fight. So now here we see that a song plays while Bassanio comments on the caskets to himself, and the singer is singing. Now the song goes on, which means, tell me, do our desires start in the heart or the head? How are they created and how sustained? And all the others say, answer me, answer me. And the singer says that desire starts in the eyes and is sustained by gazing. And desires also die very young. So let us all mourn our desires, and I will begin ding dong bell, ding dong bell. So now Bassanio is about to choose from the caskets, and he is talking to himself. And he says, so may the outward shows be least themselves, the world is still deceived with ornament. Now this speech of Bassanio is very important, because in this we see that he is telling that one must not judge by anything or anyone. One must not judge by outward appearances. Outward appearances are false. In law, what please so tainted and corrupt, but being seasoned with a gracious voice. So now he is giving examples. He is saying that you cannot always judge a book by its cover. People are often tricked by false appearances in court also. For example, if someone can deliver a false plea in the court but hide its weakness or wickedness with a pretty voice, means however weak a case may be in the court, the advocate can prove it strong by his pretty voice. Same example in religion. Don't serious men defend sins with scriptures, covering up evil with the show of good? Means everywhere there is deception. And how many people are coward? Coward means weak at heart. How many people are cowards at heart but wear beard like Hercules or Mars? I told you Hercules was known for incredible strength and stamina. And he gives another example from beauty. What is it? That it can bring miracles by using makeup. But women who wear it the most are respected the least. Where therein works a miracle in nature, making them lightest that wear most of it. Look at these lines. So are those crisp, snaky, golden locks. Locks mean hair, which makes such wanton gambols with the wind. Now what he means here is the example of similarly golden hair makes a woman look so beautiful. But you can buy that kind of hair as a wig. And wig means artificial hair. And as we all know, wigs are made from dead people's hair. So everything that appears beautiful from outside, it's not necessary that it's as beautiful inside also. So decoration is nothing but a danger meant to trick and trap a viewer. Similarly, a lovely shore can distract a man from the dangers of a stormy sea. And similarly, just a scarf or a pretty scarf can hide a dangerous dark-skinned beauty. So scarf can hide a face and you never know what the reality is. So he says nowadays everyone is fooled by appearances. So I'll have nothing to do with that gaudy gold box. It is like the gold that Midas couldn't eat. You all must be knowing about the story of Midas, the king. Nothing to do with the pale silver. So he rejects the silver casket also, but by saying that I won't choose the pale silver, the metal that common coins are made of, because coins are made up of silver. So I won't choose silver also. But this humble lead one, though it looks too threatening to promise me anything good, moves me more than I can say. So this is the one I choose. I hope I am happy with my choice. So finally he has decided to choose the lead casket.